And we're back. And back with us today is Bryan Fetzer, co-founder and president of Iron Faith Nutrition. Welcome back, Bryan.
Jessica, it is a pleasure to be on the show. It's been fun the last couple of weeks.
It's really been a lot of fun. So today, I know it's your last week with us, so I really want people to understand. So many people are buying their supplements on Amazon or a quick overnight and get it as cheap as you can. And I want people to understand why it's important to work with a name brand supplement line and to order supplements through correct channels. If we could talk about that a little bit today.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you start looking at, do I want something really cheap or do I want something that's good? You pay for what you get. If you want something cheap, you're probably going to get a product that's not very good. And sadly, that's how a lot of people think. When you're starting to get them, we're a small business, and we do things from the heart. It's the way our company was brought together and why we do what we do. So, yes, getting something directly from a company is a big help to that company specifically. There, especially the small businesses, the major mega corporations, they could care less. Get it however you want, because a lot of them are producing products that aren't very good, that are very simple, and they're using the cheapest ingredients possible. I mean, in all honesty, we had to discontinue one of our products, Circadian Balance, which was a meal replacement supplement, because it cost absolutely too much to put the best ingredients in play. And so we, realized that it's not worth doing anymore, because we're basically losing money a lot of times on it. And that's a tough decision to make as a business owner. And we've got suggestions. Hey, it's a great product. Just make the ingredients not quite as good. Why isn't your profit margins high? And that's just not in our nature. We want the best products that we can possibly put forth to help people out. And I think there's a lot of other companies that do the same, but you just got to really watch where you're buying some from.
You do, and one thing I love about Iron Faith Nutrition is your standards of having high quality ingredients in your supplements. You also do third-party testing. Could you describe to our audience what that means?
Yeah, I mean, Curcumizyme, our most popular product, is Informed Sport certified. And what you've got to kind of understand with that is they're looking at it and saying, do you have in your product what you say is in your product? Is it safe for an athlete or a firefighter or a police officer, somebody that goes through drug testing? Are they going to test for a banned substance? I've known a numerous number of athletes over the years that have grabbed something off the shelf at some, mega store and taken it and tested positive because it was contaminated. The different substance wasn't on the label, but it's cross-contaminated. So, our manufacturers do things the right way. They make sure that they're all the processing is done in compliance. Our EsseHerbal Tea is kosher certified, which is very important. So I mean, you have different certification processes, and those are important to have on the bottle. If they're not on, then you really don't know for sure what's in there.
That's for sure. And so when we talk about third-party testing, what that means is the company, your nutraceutical company, so your supplement company, is asking an outside source to test the ingredients. It's that one step removed for honesty, right? It's like, we know our ingredients are pure. We know that we have this much of the ingredients in each one. They send those products to a neutral company that is basically testing them to say, yes, what you say is in your product is true. And
Yes.
That's very important. We need to, when we're looking at supplements, look at companies that are third-party verified, because there's so many supplement companies. I know the New York Times a year or two ago ran an article. They went to major grocery stores like Target. Mm-hmm. They went to Target. I know Target was one of them. And nothing about Target. It's the products that were on the shelves. They bought the products at the different stores, that the stores are just getting in from the company that is providing it. And then they tested those products and found what those products said that was in their bottles was not actually in their bottles. And so those are brands that maybe we have heard of, which I'm not going to mention here, but feel free to, people can go look up the New York Times article. But there are those brands where we might say, oh, I've heard of that name brand. It's very inexpensive, but I've heard of it, so I'm going to take it. And they have been proven to not have the right ingredients in them.
I think the best advice I was ever given was do your own research. Look up and figure out. Just because I say something, don't necessarily believe me. And it's, a business owner shouldn't say that, but you gotta look up stuff and find out, is it honest? Is it truthful? Is it what it is? Does it do what they're claiming that it does? And don't just kind of go on the CNNs and the Foxes and all the different media outlets and just listen to what they say. Do your own research. Look things up. Do a little study. If you're putting it in your body, you better know what it actually is and what it actually does, instead of taking the advice from some influencer or some media person. That's the way I look at things. I want to see if the claim is true.
Yeah, watch the testing. And I don't mind watching like news sources that are actually gathering the data too, but verify. Right? Verify. And
absolutely.
That's it. Make sure. And then the other aspect of where do we get it from? You could have a high level, high grade nutraceutical supplement that then you're going to go purchase from not the place of origin. So not, for example, ironfaithnutrition.com. Somebody could be counterfeiting that. And that's a big thing that's happening out there too. So for my clients and patients, I recommend not purchasing off of Amazon, because especially if a bottle of something is normally $50, but you can sell it for $25, that's the wholesale price. Nobody's making money on it. So I wonder, is that a counterfeit substance, or is it just high volume? When that happens, and I was very naive in this space. I thought, but I see the bottle looks fine, but it's a white bottle. Someone could have just made a sticker label and put whatever capsules inside. And I haven't had it happen to me, but I have a good friend who I gave access to my supplement line, and she wanted to get something real fast, ordered it on Amazon, and she got it, and the colors of the capsules were different. She's like, this isn't the same stuff. I said, that's how that happens sometimes.
It is one of those things that you can always double check a site's website. If the price is the same as our website, because we do sell it in retail stores. We do sell our product at chiropractors and different places. But if, you're looking at a site and our product's half the price of what it is on our site, it's probably not real. Or if it's 2 or 3 times the amount, I would question that, because we're going to keep the prices to be the same, when we sell them. And we tell the individuals that our distributors and like I said, chiropractors and health clinics and so forth that sell our product, we say this is the price that you need to charge.
Well, in Iron Faith Nutrition, even though we say high quality and it can be a higher price, it's not unreasonable. You don't have exorbitant prices. You have reasonable prices for a high quality line. So I don't want anyone to think that. They can check for themselves as well. But that's the other thing. If they're really inexpensive, check the expiration date. So when these are bought in bulk, so the supplement company I use, the more you purchase, then the less expensive it is. It's like a bulk purchase. But then you have to worry about, how are people holding on to the bottles? Is it temperature controlled, environment controlled? Because it might be in a hot warehouse where it's denaturing or inactivating your supplements. So that's a possibility, especially with the probiotics and some of these herbs. If they're in these hot boxes, then it can absolutely negate the quality of what you're taking. And then how long has it been sitting in a warehouse? So you might receive it and it might have expired in 2022. So that's something that you want to also keep track of when it comes to purchasing supplements. So it's the quality of the company. So do your research on the quality of the company, and where are you purchasing it from? So like I had mentioned Target earlier. There are some brands that tested not great, some brands that tested great, but that had to do with the quality of the company. So I don't have a problem at all. I'll go to Clark Pharmacy, a little plug for Clark Pharmacy out by me because they're amazing. And I will go to Clark Pharmacy whenever I run out of anything because they have everything temperature controlled, environment controlled, great education, information. So a lot of those co-op sites, chiropractors' offices, naturopath offices, functional medicine offices, those people are purchasing directly from you, the supplier of so that's a good, safe place where people can purchase supplements as well.
And if you're a chiropractor, you're a naturopath, if you would want to sell our products, absolutely, you could reach out to me. On our website, ironfaithnutrition.com. You could hit me up on LinkedIn. And I would definitely, have a discussion with you or put you in touch with the person that could be somebody that could tell you about it. And if you want to order products from our line, we're doing a special just for now 20, and you get 20% off if you order online from ironfaithnutrition.com.
Oh, that's wonderful, Bryan. Well, thank you so much for being with us again. It's been a pleasure having you here for the last couple of weeks. I hope you consider coming back and joining us again sometime.
Absolutely, Jessica. Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Well, and thank all of you for watching today, and please join us next week for our next episode of The New Health.